Akatori is a 2D platformer that's being developed and published by Contrast Games. You play as Mako, who is a young monk being raised in the Firebird Temple, and you follow her on her journey through diverse realms, with her main goal being to save her and her people from amber storms. Now remember the word amber because it plays a pretty big role in this game. Now when I first started playing the demo, the first thing that I noticed was the art, and to be very specific, I loved how the characters in the game are pixelated and the environment around them is a full-fledged 3D world, which is very unique. Now speaking of the environment, Mako can also traverse through the world using it to her advantage, with a couple examples being her gaining distance from jumping from bamboo sticks or using flows of air either underwater or on the surface to get from one location to another pretty fast. Now the weapon that she uses is a staff, which is great for combat. You could do regular attacks, there's an uppercut to launch an enemy into the air so you can start a combo, and you can also do down attacks that triggers like an earthquake type of effect to enemies surrounding you. Now that's not the only thing the staff is used for though. It also can be used to help you in other ways. It could be used as a boomerang because you could throw it at something like a lever or at an enemy and you can call it back to you. And it also lets you latch on to platforms. Now it's just an all around useful weapon, like it's pretty cool. I like how they did that. Now this game's enemies are very unique. They don't only just fight you, they react to what's going on around them. They trigger traps and they also attack one another, which is a very refreshing mechanic because they're not just focused on you all the time. Now speaking of enemies, the boss fights in this game are very unique. You'll find yourself underwater fleeing from a giant serpent. In the next minute, you're fighting 3 bees who are also getting help from other random enemies. Now also, if you know me, you know I love my sounds. The OSTs and the sound effects in this game fit it great. If you're in a soothing place like around a temple where the sun is shining and the nature is glowing, the music is peaceful and beautiful. And then you're in a situation like this and it gets super intense. So if you're into 2D platformers, I think you should give this game a try. The demo is out on Steam right now and it has a release date being sometime this year. So yeah, man. And it's coming out on all platforms, so you can't miss it even if you wanted to. So yeah, I think you should give this game a try.